Welcome back to Jimmy's Toys and Games. I'm Jimmy. Today we're going to do a quick little pickup video. And now in the recent weeks, I've posted a few quick pickup shorts here on YouTube. We've got several other things I've picked up over the past few months, really. A variety of things from video games, toys, some cards, just some of the things that I'm interested in. So we're going to share a brief little synopsis. And if you'd prefer more shorts versus a longer video like this, please let me know in the comments because I'd be happy to do more quick little short videos if that's preferred. Let's jump right in. Some physical video games. So Mario Brothers, the original arcade game for the Nintendo Famicom, the family computer from Japan. This is a Japanese game, and I found this at a local store. This is a cheap little addition to my collection. I think it's neat that I have a place locally that I can go pick up Japanese video games for fairly inexpensive. And since I do have a Retron 5, I can play Japanese Famicom and Super Famicom games via that method. So I think that's kind of a fun little addition to the collection. Another VGBA game I picked up, this one from Whatnot. I do buy Whatnot things occasionally. I'll be buying something for them again, I'm sure, in the future. I got the Konami's Collector Series Arcade Advance with the manual. This is a game features several old school Konami arcade games. So I like the handheld Nintendo consoles. So this was a nice addition to my fairly small Game Boy Advance collection. Next up, another handheld video game, Animal Crossing New Leaf. Have not played this one yet, but it was a good deal. It was under $17 on eBay, and I was like, that's a good deal. I'll add it to the collection. Next up is another item from eBay, Mario Kart 7. I paid like $6.50 for this, I think it was, with shipping and everything. So it's super cheap. I like guidebooks. I don't have a lot of them, but again, I like collecting books and games and things. So that was just another one of those things that's kind of fun. All right, so next up, we've got a couple Wii U games. And again, we'll be mentioning Wii U a little later on with some digital games too. But first up here, we got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Again, complete from eBay, $13.31. I think that's a great deal. I don't really want to spend $40 to $60 for the Switch game. I've been wanting to check this game out, and I've played through a couple of the islands so far. I haven't progressed really deep into the game, but it is a fun Donkey Kong Country game. Another Wii U game, brand new, haven't opened it yet. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. And I've heard this is kind of the start of some of the Nintendo sports games not being quite as good as the older ones, but I haven't checked it out yet. I will eventually. I have my to be played pile, and this is in it. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I got that for the Switch back in May on a good deal. It was on sale for $39.99. I had a $5 off coupon, so I got it for $34.99 plus tax. So good deal there. But I really enjoyed Animal Crossing New Horizons. Once I got to the 5-star island, I was a little less interested because I'm like, well, I mean, there's other things to unlock, there's other things to do, but it's not as like, I'm not like pushing to a goal anymore, so it's not as interesting to me. I may check out the Happy Home Designer thing. I don't know, haven't tried that yet. Two of my first villagers were Alice and Paula, and I saw that they had Amiibo cards out there, and so I found these on eBay for $2 a piece, and I figured, you know what, I know they can leave your island, and I assume, since they have their cards, I could bring them back to my island at some point in the future, so I thought that was kind of fun. And then also, I picked up this pack of the Sanrio collaboration Amiibo cards from Target. I think it was like $5.95, and so this has some characters. Again, you can invite the people to your island, but whenever you invite these people and these cards to your island, it unlocks the items associated with those characters, which is kind of neat. I've enjoyed adding a couple of those things to my decorations. All right, a couple more Switch games here as we wrap up this physical video game area. Also picked up Hot Wheels Unleashed. With tax and everything, I got this game for $21.95. I think it ended up being $19.99 plus tax again. I think it was on sale for $24.99. I think I had a $5 coupon. And so again, I haven't checked this one out yet, but this is one of the games I've been looking forward to checking out for a few months since it came out. Another quick addition to the library, I found Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for $19.99 a while back, and so I thought that was a great addition for very cheap. Those usually still go for $40 to $60, and so I was happy to find that for a great deal. And I have opened it up, have played it a little bit, but haven't gotten too deep into it as I've been playing some other games. Another quick item here for video games. I picked up a Kirby Amiibo, and I think this was erroneously on clearance at Target maybe from a few years ago. It was $6.49, which is fairly inexpensive for an Amiibo. I think Kirby is my 7th Amiibo. I don't have a lot of them. I like them. Generally, I think they're a little expensive, so I don't buy a lot of them. So here we go, Kirby. All right, next up, we're going to talk about some digital video games. And a few of these things I want to mention just because of the whole closure of the eShop. And so I purchased a few things off of the Wii U and one thing off the 3DS. And I'm not going to get too involved in these, just something to quickly mention. I picked up Ducktales Remastered for $3.74 on a digital copy from the Wii U. I thought that was pretty great. And then I also saw this had good rating. Fast Racing Neo looked kind of like a F-Zero type game for $2.99. And so I thought that was pretty great. Another game I picked up before these were unavailable to pick up. On the Nintendo 3DS, I purchased 3D Classics Kid Icarus for $5.99. I hear this is kind of the best way to play this game. And I've heard the same about the Kirby game. And that might be another one I try to pick up before you can't anymore, which is coming up fairly soon. All right, a few more digital pickups. So I'll run through these really quickly. When Chrono Cross was released, the Radical Dreamers editions for the Switch, I picked that up at full price, $19.99, which is something I normally don't do very often, but I picked that one up. That was a game my wife liked when she was younger, so I thought I would pick that up and maybe we would check that out. And I've played it for a little while, but I haven't put a ton of time into it. A game I have put a lot of time into it, one of my most played games the past few months, was NBA 2K22 for $9.19, which again I think is a good deal since these are normally like $60 when they're brand new. Another game I put a pretty good little chunk of time into was Moonlighter Complete Edition. It's an interesting game. It's different from most other games. I like that I'm a shopkeeper and I go collect things and sell them to fund my adventures. I think that's a cool concept. I've checked it out for a few hours and I will continue to play it here and there. It hasn't been like a big time sink, but I've enjoyed it. Another one I got that we'll talk more about in another video is Namco Museum. It was on sale for $7.49. Has several of those classic Namco games, Galaga, Pac-Man kind of stuff. And so that's a fun little addition to the digital collection. And also we'll talk about this other game probably in another video coming up soon. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, complete edition for $4.94. There's like 8 digital games I picked up recently. If you have any comments about any of those, please let me know what you think. Okay, so we're going to hop into a few toys real fast. This won't take too long. This first one here was cheap. It was $3.99. It was Mario Kart. It was Hot Wheels. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool for $3.99. And it was a blind box. Ended up getting a turtle shell race car thing. It's cool. I haven't done a lot of Hot Wheels recently. Another pickup here is a G.I. Joe His Tank construction set. I got this really inexpensively. As you see the price right there on the package, for $7.99 at a Tuesday morning. And these are fun. I love the vintage package. I'm kind of sucker for that vintage package thing. Next up, we have another Doctor Strange figure. Got this from Amazon. It was damaged, as you can see, but it was only $6.24. I don't mind the damage since it was so cheap. Also picked up the Masters of the Universe Origins Panther to go along with my Skeletor and my Battle Cat and my He-Man. Again, this was on a sale price, and so I like to get those things on a discount if I can find one. All right, another pickup here. This is one of the Mario line of figures from Nintendo. Got this little guy here at Five Below for $5 plus tax, of course. And so here we have Luigi and an Invincibility Star item to go along with him. And so I like these figures. I really don't have many. This is only the 5th one that I picked up, and this is only the 2nd one I've gotten new. I've got these 2 to add to my small little collection of these. And I did get one of the Mario playsets. This was featured in a previous video if you want to check that out. Another pickup here from GameStop, and it was like regular price, and no good deal here. Well, maybe I had a coupon. I don't remember. But it was Star Wars Mandalorian, the Retro Collection Ahsoka Tano. I'm a sucker for Ahsoka, and I don't buy every Ahsoka figure I see, but I do pick them up on a more regular basis than any other Star Wars character at this point. Because Ahsoka really is my favorite. My top 2 favorite Star Wars characters are Ahsoka and Captain Rex. And so if I see either of those, I'm much more likely to purchase their items than any other characters. All right, next up, a quick little pickup from the Dollar Tree. So this was $1.25 for this Optimus Prime keychain. Again, a random little find for not very much money that I thought was a cool little thing to put in with some of my other Transformer stuff. All right, so if you want to hear about some of my other pickups, you might want to check out this video right up here on the left.